Hi, Mikhail. It's me, Lee Domenico. It's so nice to finally get to halfway meet you. I'm here to tell my story of MS, as you are already aware of my story, but I want to share it with whomever you would wish to share it with. I was diagnosed October 27, 2010. That was a very bittersweet day for me because for the past 10 years I had been struggling, not knowing what was wrong with me. I was told that I had anxiety issues. I was told that maybe I had fibromyalgia. I was told we don't know what's wrong with you, to already in 2007 to maybe you have MS and maybe you don't. In 2007 I decided that I was just crazier than I normally am, and I just gave up on everything. I said, you know what, I'm just crazy. I'm not going to any more doctors, and that's the way it is. And at the end of 2010, I found myself at a new job, and I started walking on my lunch hour because there was nothing else to do. And from there, I started walking a little further, so I'd have to get back a little faster. So then I started to run a little bit. Well, it turned out that I ended up running 4 miles a day on my lunch hour every day with the help of a very good friend and coworker. And from there, I felt great for 2 years. I was running 4 miles during my lunch hour, and again, after or before work, another 4 miles with my husband. My mantra became, I walk to run, I walk to run. And it was working for a while. Then in May of 2010, I wasn't feeling well. I went to the doctors, and he examined me, and he said, Lee, he said, I think you have MS. And I was like, wow, I never heard that one before. So we did all the testing and whatnot, and finally I had gotten the diagnosis on October 27th. And like I said, it was a bittersweet day. I didn't want to have MS, but at least I knew I wasn't as crazy as I really thought I was. I'm just half crazy now. MS is a silent disease, as you can see, and as you well know. We must have been very, very ugly before our diagnosis, because no one's ever told me how good I looked before. I mean, my husband, but other than that, I've never really heard it. If I had $1 for every time somebody tells me how good I look, I wouldn't need Social Security disability, and I wouldn't have to worry about robbing Peter to pay Paul. But it is what it is. So my mission and passion, like yours, is to educate and spread the awareness, not only to the public, but to our families, because our family members forget that we have MS when we look so good, and they expect us to be able to handle daily tasks. I can no longer read or remember things. The last book I read was Ellen, the new book, and I can't even remember the name. Seriously, are you kidding me? And the book before that was Portia's, and they were a struggle to read. As you could tell, I'm having trouble finding words to actually say to you due to my MS. In addition to that, there's days I can't type, there's days I can't walk. Each day brings new flare-ups. Some are better, some are worse. So I made it my passion, and I want everyone to know that we do suffer. You can't see how we suffer. We're not in wheelchairs, and hopefully we'll never get to that point. What I've found to do is, by making the promise to myself that to spread awareness and educate others, that's what keeps me going each day. That's what helps me fight the fatigue. That's what makes me work a little harder, so that the people who don't have a voice, who are so progressed in their disease, who can't speak and can't educate others, I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for all of us, not just for myself. I want the world to recognize that MS is real, that we know, everyone knows someone who has MS. They might not know it, but they do. And MS, it's a struggle to live with. It's a daily struggle. It's hard for us to get out of bed. It's hard for us to sit here and have a conversation. Making this video, I'm exhausted now. Just talking exhausts you. But of course I'm doing it because it's for you, and I want to help you in your mission. And you're in Texas and I'm here in New Jersey, and hopefully someday we'll meet and we can share our stories over a cup of coffee, and I wish you all the best of luck and all the success in helping with your education and awareness. And I love you, girl, and you go, girl. And thank you for everything you do.